What's going on, guys? My name is StayMusical and welcome back to Top Plays. Today, we'll be going over the top plays for week number 10. Even with the majority of the weeks behind us, the coaches never fail to impress us with the things that they manage to do. So let's waste no more time and jump straight into top plays for week 10. Starting us off this week in the number 5 spot is an honorable mention from the Milwaukee Sawsbucks vs Newcastle United match. When it comes to the GBA, one of the main goals of the coaches is to entertain the audience, regardless of whether or not they pull out a victory, and Battler X sticks to that this week and graces us with an amazing performance. I present to you a segment from Battler X's original song, If I Had Some Leftovers.
You're still going. Oh, you thought that was it. I am so now off tune, but I don't care, cause it's my video and you're still watching. Yes, you are. Yes, you are still watching as we go for slack off. We're playing like a dick, but we're trying to win. If I had some leftovers, if I had a pair of leftovers, that doesn't make any sense, because you only get one item. If I had some leftovers, if I had some leftovers, this is all from the top, and he's dead, and it's one-on-one, okay. If my singing number there isn't a top play of the week, I don't know what the fuck is. Like, something.
Coming in at the number 4 spot this week is a highlight from the Philadelphia Scissors vs Utah Jasmine match. At the start of the season, a good number of people believed that Chimpak's pseudo-rain team would not pan out in the league format, but he clearly shows us that his rain team can destroy his opponents. The Scissors have it in Steelix as the Jasmine have it in Empoleon. The Scissors decide to switch in Politoed to sack it off, but more importantly, set the rain up for Kingdra. With Kingdra under the rain, and the rocks on the Jasmine side of the field, it's Kingdra's time to put in work. Kingdra first sets up a Dragon Dance as Empoleon goes for Earthquake, doing roughly half. Then, Kingdra knocks out Empoleon with Waterfall. Next, the Jasmine send in Clefable. After a couple turns of protecting from both sides, Kingdra is able to knock out Clefable with a Waterfall as well. Then, Kingdra proceeds to knock out Greninja and Aggron to finish up the game. The Swift Swim Dragon Dance Kingdra sweep earns the number 4 spot this week. Coming in at number 3 this week, we have a highlight from the San Diego Chimchargers vs Tampa Bay Luxrays match. Sometimes, top plays aren't always the flashiest of plays, being unexpected moves or crazy predictions, but a series of smart and effective plays to put yourself in a good position for later on in the match. The Chimchargers switch in Ampharos as the Luxray's Mandibuzz U-turns out into Garchomp. The Chimchargers decide to make the switch out into Donphan as Garchomp goes for the Stone Edge. Then, predicting the Earthquake, Donphan is switched out into Togekiss as Garchomp does exactly that. Then, knowing Garchomp will switch out, the Chimchargers make the switch out into Donphan yet again as Garchomp switches out into Bronzong. This sophisticated triple switch from the Chimchargers allows them to force out the Garchomp, and more importantly, get up their Stealth Rocks, which were a big help to them later in the game. The smart switches from the Chimchargers earned them the number 3 spot this week. Coming in at the number 2 spot this week was a play from the San Francisco Giants vs Real Marill match. With his amazing Caliente set from last season, Gym Leader Geo shows us that he can make some amazing things happen with Entei, and this week is no exception. And if you watch the match, you already know what I'm about to say. Natural Gift Entei. The Giants switch in Entei against the Marill's Registeel. Not wanting to take a Sacred Fire, Registeel is switched out into Blastoise. Seeing a perfect opportunity, Geo has Entei use Natural Gift. With the Lychee Berry it's holding, Natural Gift turns into a Grass-type move and destroys Mega Blastoise, getting rid of the so-called check to it, allowing Entei to put on more pressure to the Marill later in the match. Natural Gift Entei earns the number 2 spot this week. And finally, as your top play for week 10, we have a highlight from the Atlanta Hawluchas vs Pittsburgh Piratas match. This was an amazing match to watch, with a lot of smart plays from both teams, but right now, we're focusing on one thing. Trick Room No Guard Porygon 2. The Hawluchas switch in Porygon 2 on the Piratas Mega Pidgeot, tracing the No Guard, and also taking a Hurricane. Able to take a second one, Porygon does so and goes for the Trick Room. Now outspeeding Mega Pidgeot, Porygon 2 goes for the Blizzard and with no guard in effect, it lands and destroys Mega Pidgeot. Porygon 2 is then able to apply more pressure to the Paratitas with Blizzard and Zap Cannon, given that it kept no guard for its ability. This impressive use of his opponent's ability against him earned the Hawluchas and Porygon 2 the top play for Week 10. And now for your reigning top play. Last week, you guys had the decision between Belly Drum Chestnut from Week 8 and Psych Up Alakazam from Week 9, and by a marginal amount, the winner is Psych Up Alakazam. Now, you guys get to decide yet again, and this week, you guys get 3 choices. Will you guys stick with Psych Up Alakazam, go with Trick Room No Guard Porygon 2, or will you pick Natural Gift Entei? Make your votes via the straw poll in the description. That's it for this week. What did you guys think of the plays this week, and what were some of your favorite plays? Let us know in the description below. My name is StayMusical, and I will catch you guys next week for top plays from week 11 of the GBA Season 6.